Curt, could you briefly introduce yourself to the listener and we'll get started from there?
Yeah, as Caden mentioned, I'm the Chief Creative Officer at VSA, and we've been in a design firm that's been around for a while, just past the 4-decade mark. I've been here for most of that time. I was trained as a designer and basically joined out of school. So over the course of time, I've been able to help shape and manage and do some great work here and work with the teams and clients that I love.
So I think anyone that's been listening to the podcast for a long time, I keep repeating it. I'm more of an in-house guy. The idea of an agency scares me. And I think that the scariest part and my biggest apprehension of doing agency type work is stakeholder management. And
Mm,
in-house, you could be somewhere long enough to just build a rapport because your stakeholders are your coworkers. You can just build a
right.
rapport and build that implicit trust. And so that muscle of stakeholder management and designing for multiple stakeholders, you could kind of get away with if you're good at, dare I say, schmoozing and building friendships.
Right. It's interesting. So I can go into some of my other background here, but earlier this year, I worked a little bit with the Yale Business School, and specifically they started a new program called Stakeholder Innovation and Management. And so in this past year, I've had a chance to interact with them and work with them on a couple of things. And the lead there is John Awada. He was my client actually at IBM for a very long time, and he and the team there have been doing some pretty exciting work along these lines. So it's really reignited this passion that I have for designing for multiple stakeholders. And over the years, when VSA was very young and when annual reports were very popular, annual report design was a big thing for us. And but the thing about that piece of communication is that while being directed primarily toward investors, it also served as a core piece of communication for business partners, for communities, for employees. And so essentially, I've had 30 years of designing for multiple stakeholders at one time. And